Hey folks, welcome back. So just doing a little what do they call these? They're concepts. They're doing a concept sale for the Zeus. And before I get into this kind of breakdown, I wanted to give a upfront disclaimer, right? Uh, you got to view this channel as like a 1980s B movie. Two, um, I may ramble, but that's how it works here. There's no monetization, and I'm not trying to get any money out of you. Three, if you feel free to leave feedback. No criticism will upset me. It's totally fine. And then four, let's dive into the uh, kind of what this ship is about and some context. As I have like 6,000 hours into this game. It's a love hate type of phenomenon that takes place, and so I recognize as newer ships come out, usually it's a much better playable experience because there's more. I use this word fidelity, and I'm the only one who does this. I use this word fidelity, where like everything is interactions, doors pop open and close, and it's a little bit more of this like RP LARPer type of environment. Where you have the older stuff like the Mustangs, and you really feel like when they talk about you're buying a JPEG, you really feel like you're buying a JPEG when you buy a Mustang or some of those earlier, like a Hornet, when you buy those earlier ships from 2013, 14, like it's pretty rough. But these new ships, it's extremely immersive, and you can get the little cooler, and you can get the bottle out of the cooler and drink your bottle and throw it on the ground, and then yell at your buddy like, "Man, pick that shit up," you know. So um, these these newer this newer stuff that's coming out is a much higher level of fidelity. And so kind of what I've been doing is as they come out with these new concepts, usually I'll pick them up and burn some of the older stuff and kind of like I view it as a treadmill because I know like I don't need to be having any Mustangs. They're all garbage. I would rather put those assets into a newer concept. And often the loaner is has a much higher price point than the concept. So you get something in exchange usually that has a higher monetary value to start with. So it's not a bad thing. So I was looking at some of the specs on this, and it's got a comparable size to the new A1 Spirit or the C1 Spirit. But where I am having issues with math on this is the cargo C1 Spirit is 48 SCU, ACSU, and CSU. I forget what the acronym is, but it's 48. This variant is going to do was it 128? And so, but yet it's the same size. And so I think once they get to the where's it at? Here we go. So here it's saying I think it's weird how this one has the drop down. Uh, right? It's saying that it's got 128, but yet when you get to the PDF, uh, when you get to the PDF, you'll see here that it's saying that it's almost got the exact same dimensions. It's even less wider than the Spirit. It's almost the same height, but yet it holds 3 times the amount of cargo. I think that this is going to be the sweet spot in the cargo because often, although the Hercules is a great ship, and the rung that's underneath that is like the Taurus. The Taurus is a little janky getting stuff in and out of. I mean, it's nice when you're doing space. You're loading cargo from one spaceship to another spaceship. It's nice, but on the ground, it's a little janky getting stuff in and out of there. And so this could be one of those ships that's still small, um, but yet holds a good amount of cargo that allows you to hit all those mining stations and fill up without having this giant. Because it's a pain in the ass to get from ground level into the cockpit of any of the Hercules series of ships. And these ships are going to have a plus it's supposed to have foresight, so it's supposed to be like the same empowerment of kind of a Connie is from what I'm getting from the weapon loadout. The 4 size 4s, same as a Connie. Like everything seems to be fairly comparable in armament and loadout. It just could be a, like, since it's a newer design, it could have a much higher level of fidelity. And I think when this thing drops, it'll be closer to the $200 price point instead of the concept price of the 120 or 135 or whatever it is. But I'm digging this. I think that this, with their current development team, this could be a very pleasurable experience in your gameplay loop. And so I'm gonna pick up myself. I'm gonna pick up the cargo variant, and I'm gonna, I've never really fallen into like the bounty hunter thing, and it doesn't also technically it doesn't exist. So I'm gonna pick up the explorer variant and the cargo variant are the two that I'm gonna get. Which I think is interesting that it says medium fighter, but yet it's got the cargo, right? Kind of weird. I'm just hoping that they give the fidelity like the little snack bar with the soda and the beers, because I get upset when when they don't have some come with the refrigerators that are fully stocked, and some, like the new spirits, didn't come with they have the refrigerators that open up, but they didn't have anything in the refrigerators. I was pissed. So that's how you know you're like next level. But I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. And just to segue a little bit, and during this CitizenCon, they talked about a lot of the feature sets. I just view all of that stuff as hopium. I even know it's wonderful if it comes out, but you think back over the last 10 years, all the stuff they talked about that never came to fruition. I don't even take any of that stuff serious. To me, it's just hot air. It really is. And all I care about are the ships, because that is a direct correlation to the gameplay experience and the immersion. So that's what I care about, So I just wanted to kind of go over this and give some perspective. Like, it's in that same wheelhouse as the Cutlass Black or the Cutlass Red. I would argue that this would make a good medevac. Instead of doing a bounty hunter, they should have made this a medevac. Because you could argue that the medevac gameplay is far more along than the bounty hunter gameplay, and I think that would have been a much better spin on this, or maybe even another variant besides, because they're getting a little too set in their ways on, like, all these ships have the same. They're like explorer, cargo, freight, police. Like they did it with the Connie. They need to add another category, like maybe I don't know. I think they should have added the medevac version in here as well. I really do. They should have just added a fourth one and call it the medevac version, right? But this is going to be in that same, which in the game. So Ray's guy did a video, I don't know, maybe a year ago, and he broke down the analysis of the ships that are under 50 meters have a 99% completion rate. The ships that are under 100 meters have like an 86% completion rate. He's like, the ships that are over 100 meters have like a 10% completion rate. So it's when you're buying these concepts, if if you look at the size, it's based off their past production rate. I think we'll absolutely see this within the next 12 months. We'll probably see this next year at this time, which I'm totally fine with. So, and it gives me something to look forward to. But I think that this is all subjective, right? Wealth and value are on a paradigm. So I think this is now compared to other games, no. But in the Star Citizen spectrum, yes. I fucking can't believe I'm saying that. This could be a very pleasurable gameplay experience compared to other vehicles of its same class, size, and type. Okay, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Critical feedback is always welcome. If you want to roast me, roast. I'm down with it. All right, thanks for watching.